My day job is that I'm the marketing guy at 24/7 Entertainment. I book the local shows through 24/7, but my job as marketing director is I promote the national shows. So like my coworker Paul books them, and then basically after that it's my job to make sure people know about it, that everything gets done, and that people show up. I got into local music when I was 15 years old. I got into a band in high school. We were called Point Blank. We were playing VFW halls and basically anywhere they would have us, basements, friends' basements, birthday parties. You know, we got our first start at a club called Daytona's, where we actually got to play a real club, and the sound guy was like super mean to us and taught us the actual way to sound check. And I don't know, I just loved how shows run, and meeting other bands and seeing what promotional avenues got people to actually want to come to the shows. It kind of went from there because I was in a band and I just liked putting the events together. I was around when things were booming in Baltimore and Annapolis, and I was around where it started to drag a lot, where people thought of local music as, oh, it's a room painted black, there's going to be a lot of feedback, it's in a bad neighborhood, there's going to be 10 to 15 people there. You know, all these things that make it not something you want to do with your precious weekend, you know what I mean? Or definitely not a weeknight. This was right after everything started going well last winter. It was a good show. It was my first Metro Gallery show. That was the one. This is the one where it started going really well. My artist for the comic book did this. Did the Jason, and then I did the poster. It's cool. And actually the bands had me buy shirts. We got like people bought shirts. Like we sold like 25 shirts in the band. He said the James got no soul. Local shows are getting really, really good again around here, and they're really fun, and quite honestly, they're probably better than whatever people are doing that night. It's great rooms like, you know, Soundstage and Metro Gallery and Ram's Head, and it sounds great. They're world-class venues, and it's just a great time, and it's a series of bands that play music that you like. You know what I mean? There's different kinds of genres in Baltimore. You could see any kind of music you like, and there's probably at least several good bands in that genre. Netflix is cool and all, but you can't watch Netflix all the time. You should go out and support somebody and have a blast at the same time. I think that promoters around here should actually care how the band's developing. It shouldn't just be numbers on a sheet. I think the first big step I took was saying, let's put bands on a show where, whether you're the first band or the fifth band, if you come to the show, anyone in there, you'll probably like it if you like any of them. You know what I mean? Chances are you're gonna like all these bands. I try to develop the bands, you know, I don't get paid to develop the bands per se, but if I take a band from drawing 50 people to 150 people, I'm sure that's gonna benefit me, you know what I mean? And not to mention I care, you know, but as a business person, it benefits me too. Yeah, I think it's just give and take. Like the band should not want to screw me, because honestly there's money on the line when I book a show. It costs a lot of money to open a club for a night, you know, and I don't work at these clubs like right now. I'm a private promoter, so if a show loses money, it's literally like I go to my bank account and give them money to open that night. Some bands are so far out of it, they don't understand the relationship, and they think they should be able to play and just get paid, and they shouldn't have to get anyone to come. And I'm just like, this is a fantasy world. This is like, I don't know, this is like a Disney movie, what you're thinking, because it doesn't exist. It's give and take. I try to help the bands. I think they should do their best for me. I do the best I can for them. I make them the best flyer I can. I promote it on Facebook. I hand out flyers on my own, and I talk them up, you know, especially if I believe in them. And a lot of bands around here I do believe in, so that makes it a lot easier.
Party with us, get up close, and make yourself look good for posterity.
You gotta look better than Brian, seriously.
That's not hard.
Local music is important to me because it's a way to, I don't want to be cheesy, but it's a way to express yourself as either, you know, a teenager or any age, really. Music is powerful. I think it inspires people to do good things, and even if you're sad or upset or anything, in general, music, just being able to know that someone else was going through what you were going through, I think helps a lot of people through it. So if, you know, you want to put on some angry music and lift weights or push your friends around in a friendly manner, then you know, I think that's helpful to everybody. And I think locally you should be able to, you shouldn't have to have a big conglomerate behind you to be in a band and to play in front of people. But I think if you're somebody who writes songs, you should be able to get out there and play them for people. And I think it's important that that anybody can do that as long as they're willing to put the effort in.